Good morning, everyone. It's so great to be here with so many people who are interested in research data management. So today I have to honestly say I'm not the one who developed this. We did it. It's a joint work and it's been there for a long time, but I'm here to introduce you the concept, parts of work that we've all been doing. So about myself, I'm Shalini Kurapati. I'm from the Faculty of Technology, Policy and Management at TU Delft. It is a very multidisciplinary faculty. We do a lot of computational stuff. We do a lot of social stuff. So we call ourselves a socio-technical faculty, which means everything and nothing. But we are very proud of our work, and I think it's a very nice faculty. But today I'm not going to talk about data stewardship at the faculty of my faculty, but about a university-wide initiative of data stewardship at TU Delft. So I also did my PhD and postdoc in the faculty, so I also come back, I also have a hat of a researcher, an ex-researcher, if you may say. So a little bit of an objective background of the, a background for the Data Champions Call at TU Delft is that we just had two brilliant talks by Martha and Danny about the challenges of open science and data stewardship at universities. So we thought that it's not just enough to have the top-level management saying, yeah, this is how it needs to be done, but it should be also more organic. So you need both top-down and bottom-up approaches to actually solve the question of what's in for me, for the researcher. So why exactly should researchers be involved in open science principles? So that's the reason we thought of coming out with this call, highly inspired from the Data Champions Call by University of Cambridge. Thank you very much. So the objective of the Data Champions Call is that we want to create a community of researchers who are engaged with good practices in open science, good practices in data management, and it's all about changing the culture, right? So today's conference is about changing culture in terms of research data management, and that's why we need people at the grassroots level, people who actually are going to implement all these things for us, not just the policymakers, to be involved in good research data management practices, and of course leading to open science and open data, and all that will follow on. So we want to start shaking the ground. So that's where the data champions come in. So, and what would a data champion do in such an initiative? So we want them to be kind of active advisors and mentors. So they're kind of the evangelists. So we need to get fanboys and girls of data management and open science to be part of this. Because there are many researchers who are really passionate about open source software, open data, but maybe they're also trying to find a way to engage, and this could be an opportunity for them. And kind of act as an advocate, like they can be the evangelist that they always wanted to be. And also, like one of our speakers previously mentioned, so if somebody from outside comes and says, this is how you need to do it, researchers might not accept it as good as if a colleague of them actually practices that and talks from their own experiences. Yes, I'm a researcher and I do practice good data management, so you can do too, you know. It's also kind of a healthy competition. And also, we plan to have meetings of these data champions, so researchers who are actively involved in open science, research data management initiatives. And hopefully once in 2 months within their faculty, and a yearly symposium like today, for instance, every year. That's the plan. So again, what's in for the data champion? So why should you become a data champion? So that's when we want to pitch this idea to the researchers. First thing, again, is a networking and reputation. So if you are a scientist, you want to be a good scientist, the best scientist who practices the FAIR principles in open data, or all the 4 principles that Danny talked about of universalism. And so you want to be the best of your lot. So that's a kind of reputation idea. And also, more on the pragmatic side, there are also a lot of financial incentives for data champions. There is, I won't give the numbers yet because they can change. So there is a travel fund and training fund for data champions to improve their skills and also go to conferences, and they can also organize events in their faculties on good data stewardship practices. And there'll also be an yearly meeting for them to meet like-minded, brilliant scientists who are practitioners in this area. And there will also be kind of the first, they will be game changers. They will be the ones bringing about the culture change in terms of data stewardship. And of course, they will be like, you know, if you follow LinkedIn, you have the LinkedIn influencers. So this will be the data stewardship influencers, if you may. So what's next for this? So we have this idea of data champions. We want researchers to be engaged, and we've been working on it in the background for a while. So one of the ideas is that every faculty has a data champion. So I'm the faculty data steward of TPM, Technology Policy and Management, and I probably together with my colleagues, we'll think of potential list of data champions already, people who are already working with open data, people who are already interested in these topics. And I've been in my faculty for quite some time, so I kind of have a feeling of who might be interested in this call. So and the same has been done by other faculties, by my fellow data stewards. So we have a potential list of data champions. And we're going to have an official call for data champions, so they can subscribe to become a data champion, and they will be briefed about what are the responsibilities, what are the incentives to be so, and they'll also be. This is somehow we are creating kind of network, so we are laying the seeds in the ground for data champions, and they will be offered better reputation in the networking events, and so the timeline is that by October, November, all the faculties will have the call for data champions, and they can subscribe to it. And as data stewards, we will coordinate the working group meetings and the bi-monthly meetings of all the data stewards, of the data champions. And we hope to have a yearly symposium next year in 2019 with all the data champions and talk about important stuff and take science forward, if you may. So thank you very much. I am, for more information on data champions, please refer to our open working blog. And I'm Shalini Kurapati, and if you need to contact me, that's my contact details. Thank you very much.